about the hi-hat, but more to the point, four-way coordination. Okay, coordinated independence is what Jim Chapin bylined his very famous book, Advanced Techniques for the Modern Drummer, in 1940-something. I think it was 48. I must check. But anyway, that's what happens, and advanced techniques. Although what he did was really dealt with everything against a jazz rhythm. But what I'm doing now is more of a four-way independent approach, where if I very quickly go through the history of jazz, trad jazz or ragtime or very early jazz, and for that I better take, how's about I just take out my orchestral patches, and you got this. Something like that. Then when it got to big band jazz and stuff like that, the snare drums started to get very syncopated because of the horn shouts like ba-da-ba, ba-dum-bum, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So you get the like that. Then post World War II, bebop set in, became very toppy. So the bass drum got taken out. So jazz history, especially with drumming, I tend to find that it's when you're trying to teach students jazz and stuff on drumming. I'm just taking out the Whisper program again. There we go. What happens is that it's like a form of deconstruction. And when you get to bebop, it's a very toppy, fast, nimble kind of music. So really, the two standards are the ride cymbal and the hi-hat. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Something like that. And there you go. And then what happened in modern jazz, that was essentially taken a step further, where the ride cymbal got mixed up a lot more. So you get so I want to go, and there you go. And then contemporary jazz is really what I'm talking about tonight, is where we're starting to talk about four-way coordination, where you will have a rhythm that is all coordinated independence. So if you're listening to someone like Elvin Jones, you start to see the two sticks working in tandem. If I was to think about Max Roach, who's a fantastic bebop drummer, he would have the jazz rhythm going, so on. All this sort of stuff would be happening almost separate. It's almost like you cut yourself in half, so that you've got the jazz rhythm going and then all the different things that are happening on the snare or the bass drum or whatever. But when I started listening to Elvin Jones, I started picking out things that my old teacher was teaching me with triplet sticking patterns, like right, left, left, right, left, and all that. So when I was listening to Coltrane with Elvin Jones, John Coltrane, and Elvin Jones as his drummer, things like A Love Supreme and some of those great albums from those days, Giant Steps, all of this sort of stuff, I started to hear integrated triplet patterns from a drumming point of view. So you might get like that. The hi-hat's still on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Everything I'm doing is some kind of triplet sticking pattern, like right, left, left, right, right, left, and everything in between, you see? Double paradiddle. Oh! Whatever you want it to be. And it just kept on going like that. That's Elvin Jones. Now, if I was to keep doing that, but look what I'm doing. The hi-hat's going crazy as well. It's starting to get in on the act. So you get this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And there you go, you see, four-way independence. I better start wrapping the show up. Yes, I should. My name is Chris Quinlan. I hope you've got something out of this show. Four-way coordination, the hi-hat coming in with its own voice, so to speak, and all that. I have also tried to put that in a little bit with rock sort of thing, and there's other things. Jazz is the main culprit tonight, but I've even brought in my orchestral percussion patches with my triggers and the Whisper app on my smartphone, in the sense of just ambient classical percussion to a certain degree, where you actually throw away the rules of a rock beat, all this, all that. It's actually tones and a standalone piece of classical music, albeit for percussion on the drum set. There you go. Anyway, my name's Chris Quinlan. As I said, it's the Drum Show, and I'll see you next episode. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.